Okay, everyone, we are back with Fallout 1 and Fallout 2, one by its page. It, uh, it, I don't know the game, so I think it could be interesting. But yeah, with that, it's time for the run, I would say. Okay, you are live. Please introduce yourself, introduce the run, and tell me when to start the time.
Hey, yes, hi, I'm its Page. Sorry, I'm sorry, my curtains are. Yes, so I'm its Page, and this is Fallout 1 and 2. You may be wondering why just Fallout 1 and 2. It's because I feel like they're very broken games, and yeah, because I mean they're both like over 10-hour games that we've cut down to under 10 to 20, under 10 and 20 minutes. So yeah, very broken. But that is, I think I didn't mean to load again though. So I'm going to start the game. So I am going to load a character, and we are going to start when the game loads in. So I will count down from 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so this is Fallout 1. Fallout 1 is a turn-based RPG, and yes, I say turn-based, and you'll see why. You can kind of see why now, sort of. It's a turn-based RPG from 1997. It's the first ever Fallout game in the entire series. This is what kicked off the entire series you may have known of today. You know, the series that has 5 main games in the series, as in 1, 2, 3, New Vegas, 4, and 76. A 2-season TV show. I believe a 3rd season is currently being written, if I'm correct. I don't know. If Amazon will, I hope. And yeah. So this wasn't made by Bethesda. You'll notice this is a lot different than the other games. You'll notice that this game isn't a third person or first/third person, like, you know, run and gun, you know, RPG type 3D game. This is just a 2D isometric view with point. It's a 2D isometric point and click. So yeah, and that's pretty much most of the game. You mostly just kind of use a mouse and sometimes a couple little shortcuts on the keyboard. But we're going to speak to this guy, and we're going to tell him to go that we want to see his boss. Now, this game has quite a lengthy story, which is only 2 main quests in the entire story. Because the rest of the game is built up, and I forgot to do this, the rest of the game is built up by a bunch of side quests that get you into the thing. So the first main quest is getting the water chip. And you have to do that in a certain amount of time. I apparently didn't hack that. Okay. You have to do that in a certain amount of time. I think it's 139 days, that's it. And if you don't do it in 139 days, the game will end and you're dead, basically. And you fail the game, basically, and you have to, yeah. When you've done the water chip and all that, you then basically head to deal with all the you're then sent out to go and deal with all the super mutants. So we're not going to go and get the water chip because we don't need it. So instead, what we're going to do, what I'm going to do, leave combat, save, just because this bit can get a little hairy. Pretty much, yeah, we need to go and deal with all the super mutants. Now, as I said, this is a turn-based RPG. Now, you may be wondering, well, how am I always being able to take my turn? Well, that is because I'm mostly spamming the A key. And the reason why I spam the A key is because, I'm going to need to heal, is because it's it's basically the way to enable combat in this game. Because usually, if I got into combat, all these enemies would start taking their turns, and they'd move, they'd attack me, whatever. However, I'm gonna heal just to be safe, because these red gates do like a random number, about an RNG of damage. It's the damage of this is very RNG, so it's very random. Yeah. But yeah, basically, if I spam the A key, which is the enter combat key, if I spam that, it kind of buffers it a little bit, and it basically just allows me to keep taking my turn before. It allows me to just keep enabling combat, which allows me to keep taking my turn before anyone else. So yeah. So that is the first part done. So now we're going to head to the cathedral. We went to the Mariposa military base and we said hi to them, and we committed what I like to call Chernobyl. We blew it up with a nuclear meltdown. So now we're going to go and deal with the rest of the supermutants that are being hauled up in the cathedral. Now, unfortunately, I'm getting a horrific amount of encounters, kind of. Usually you don't get that many encounters that close up, but that's very depressing. So you're going to notice that when I go through the world map, I'm randomly getting like these little, like these random like lightning bolts. That is because they are called encounters. Pretty much in Fallout 3, 4, and New Vegas do technically have encounters. It's like, you know, in Fallout 3, New Vegas, and Fallout, wow, this RNG is rough. So this would usually be a killed run if you're going for like world record, because the problem with Fallout 1 and 2 as a speedrun, if you're going for world record, it is a lot of just restarting depending on how the RNG of the run. So if you get this many encounters in a run that you're trying to go for world record or PD, you're going to be restarting this run so many times. For marathon reasons, we can't. So yeah, so we're going to run over this way, and we're almost there now. We have had a horrific amount of RNG when it comes to encounters, but we seem to be good now. So now we're at the cathedral, but we're going to do some speech. We're going to up our stats a little bit. We're going to up our speech stat to about 130. We're going to up our speech, lockpick, science, and speech to about 135-ish, something like that. Usually about 135, though you can't set the other one to 135. You can only set the speech to 136 for some reason. So yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over here, and we're going to pick this door over here. Which I picked first try. Cool. And we're going to run in. Now, I have to enter combat under these stairs because we're going to run into super mutants. Now, even though the other super mutants don't attack me, these ones will, because they know what we did in Mariposa military base, so they are now all hostile. So we have to enter combat to use the combat glitch, that's what it's called. And we're going to speak to this guy, who's called Morpheus. The master spoke to me. And he is played by David Warner, is Morpheus. And what we're going to do is we're going to run from the thing. We're going to do this. We're going to run over to this guy. We're going to zero, and we're going to quick save and quick load, and he's not going to attack us. Now, usually, if we just speak to him and press zero, which is we currently theorize as a dev tool, just so developers didn't have to like go through all the dialogue just to test something. They could easily just press O, but we don't entirely actually know if that is the case. We don't know entirely why it's a thing, but it's there. It's useful, especially for Fallout 2. So yeah. So I need to pick this. So yeah. So we're gonna go for a frame perfect trick, which hopefully I can get. Also, you may see my curtain in the background fly over to me. It's because it's really warm in England today, and so due to me not having a fan, I've had to use a curtain. That sounds weird. I've had to open my window, and yeah, oh wait, hold on. Lockpick, open. There we go. So we're gonna run over this way, and we're gonna try and science this, and I'll explain why this is frame perfect in a second. I didn't get it. Got it. Okay, cool. So I got it first try. Well, second. Yeah, first try, because yeah. So the reason why that's usually frame perfect is because you have to try to arm that without those two super mutants noticing you, and if you don't hit A pretty much after you have completed the hack, I guess, pretty much. Oh, this ain't good. That's not good at all. It's fine, but I can't save. Oh, okay. I'm kind of stuck at the moment. This game's glitched and it's lagged me over here, so I have to hope none of these are going to stand over here. Also, you'll see that they are able to kind of. Okay, I'm just going to have to kind of hope I get good luck with this dialogue here. I did. Cool. Okay, so we're almost done with Fallout 1, but time doesn't come up till we finish Fallout 2, so we will just be switching over in a second.
You've done.
Alright, that's Fallout 1. So, we're going to continue on, and I'm going to leave the game, and just so you can see my capture card for a second. And I'm going to wait for the game to load up. Okay, cool game audio is going through. So while we load up the next game, I will explain Fallout 2. My thing is started. So, this is Fallout 2. Fallout 2 came out in 1998, so this is a this is also a turn-based RPG, but this wasn't made by the Fallout 1 developers. Fallout 1 was made by Interplay. This was made by Black Isle, who eventually morphed into Obsidian, but yeah, and which we made New Vegas, Grounded, you know. Anyway, so we're going to run over here, and we're going to run over here. We're going to try and hope that... Okay, I say that and it happens. Basically, these ants have collision, and that's going to be funny for a little later on, and you'll see why in a second. Oh, God. Ah! Basically, so these ants can block me, and if they do, she'll just try and run around. Yeah, also, you'll notice we're playing as a female. It's because females have a short run animation, so we can just spam their run animation, which makes them faster to run. Yeah. So, I'm having a little bit of bad RNG with these ants, which isn't bad for Fallout 2. Fallout 2 is RNG hell. It is full-on, just horrific. Oh, I didn't mean to drop those. Pick up the bombs. Arm them. Drop them. Right over here. 1-6. Cool. Alright, so... Running over here, and we'll open the store. Again, sometimes, unfortunately, also you'll notice we can't combat glitch. For anyone who's like, oh, why don't you just combat glitch? We can't, it did get patched out, unfortunately. So instead, we just have to, oh, wait, hold on, no. It's 1 1 2 1 1. Thankfully, I can 1 1 2 1 1. I can just close out the dialogue and restart that line of dialogue. Yeah, right, that's the Temple of Trial / tutorial section done. So now we're gonna go and do head to San Francisco. Now this is where RNG is kind of hell, so we're going to set up a safety save. And at least I've got my notes ready for a glitch we're going to do. Now what do you notice? If you upload Fallout 2, you're going to notice my map is a lot faster than your map. Alright, and that's not just me flexing, it also slightly is. Alright, gotcha. Yeah, that's dangerous, I can't do that. That is... Oh, okay, that's bad, I actually saved the game. So I may have messed up here, so I'm going to have to try to get around these without dying. Which isn't going to happen, because they're going to kill me. Because I've saved the game and I don't have a save file, I am actually going to have to redo the whole Temple of Trials again. If they kill me, which they most likely are going to. Should have probably also... I was going to say I should have probably healed, but I don't have any healing. Oh, never mind. Okay, we were very lucky with who was able to go there. All right. Okay. Some of the keys are very awkward in this game. Right, so we need to go over here. So we're going to set up something called save warping. So we're going to set a load there. Actually, no, we're not. Hold on. Sorry, no. We're going to set a save there. Set a quick save there. And then we're going to run over here. And what we're going to do is, so we're in San Francisco, and we need to go and speak to a guy named Lao Chu. This is Lao Chu, and he owns a shop, and we need, please everyone need, okay, he's got one, he's got no bombs, so he has only one thing we need, well, two things we need, because he also has some stim packs. So we need him to have 4 bombs, psycho, and 4 stim packs, and power armor, but that will, the power armor is like the most important bit. Well, actually, the bombs are the most important bit. Power armor is basically... We have to also hope he's probably got power armor too, because sometimes he won't spawn with power armor. So we're going to wait about 4 days to refresh his shop, which, thankfully to do that, we just need to go to, oh, 4 bombs. Psycho, And stims, cool. I'm not happy about the stims he's got, but it's fine. So we're going to go over here. We're going to click 1 and 3. We're going to pickpocket him. We're going to steal all his money from him. And he noticed us, so we're going to try that again. Alright, we're going to get store credit. This is how you get store credit. It's a tutorial. We're then going to speak. So now we stole his money from him. We're going to speak to him. We're going to grab 1 bomb. And we're going to give him all the 6 grand that we stole off him back. We're going to offer that as a trade. It was a good trade. Now we're going to arm the bomb we gave... no, we're not. We're going to save the game. We're going to arm the bomb we bought from him. We're going to pickpocket him. We're going to give him back the bomb we just bought off him, but this time armed. We're then going to detonate the bomb. Check if he's got power armor, which he does. And now we can continue. There we go. That is the hardest part of the run. Done. Sort of. It's part 1 of many horrible parts. 1 of those, and then I need all 3 of these. Cool. Alrighty. So now we're going to do the glitch called save warping. So what we're going to do is we're going to quick save. We're going to load this bit. We're going to click F10, and then we're going to load back into the load that we were as the quick save character. And then we're going to click 7. And now we are in this area as the quick save character, as you can see right there. I also actually need to set up that quick save. It's just basically the way to get around the map, kind of fast travel around the map, without having to constantly run to the world, the hex area where basically we then enter the world map. So we're going to run over to here, and this man is a man named Ken Lee, and he is really annoying because he is really hard to kill. So what we're going to do, I don't even know if I did save, cool. I'm not sure if I saved, but I have. So what we're going to do is we're going to run over here. We're going to arm 2 explosives and give them to him. Now, he accepted them. However, that doesn't mean we're done with him yet, because we need him to die now he's accepted them. Also, him accepting them that easily is very rare. Usually, Ken Lee is very, very good at noticing. He didn't die. So what we're going to do is we're going to F7, which is a quick load. We're going to arm 2 bombs again. We have to do 2 bombs because I killed myself. L. Right. I may have accidentally I think I may have healed instead of. I think I accidentally healed instead of picking him. So, yeah. Basically, healing saves about. No. Healing saves about 10 seconds. Not saves. Healing skips 10 seconds of in-game time, and so the timer on the bombs sets off. He's dead. Cool. All right. Quick save. Quick save. Then we're gonna load back to this. Back to our save warp preload. Load up the quick save character while on the world map, which sends us back to here, and we're going to click 6. We're going to pop a psycho, which is going to dumb down our character because we need. Oh, we became an addict. Fantastic. That's not great RNG. It doesn't really affect the run so much, but it's just annoying to look at. Pretty much, we want to dumb ourselves up because we need to be dumb. We need to be like speaking like caveman, because we're going to be speaking to a cult, and as everyone knows, cults are dumb. So, we're going to run over here, and we're going to speak to this guy. And now, basically, we're going to tell... So, let me kind of explain. So, we need to go to the... We found out that the Enclave, who do also show up in Fallout 3, but we won't be doing that, because this is just Fallout 1 and 2. The Enclave... who are basically kind of like the newer version of, who are basically just kind of the brought back version of the US military, or what was left, I guess, of the US military.
Chosen.
Decided to basically they decided to kidnap our village because we're looking. They decided to kidnap our village because we're looking for a Gek. and we need to find a way to get to there. So we did the side quest for the herbologist, because we run to the herbologist, we have to do a few quests with them, and then the final quest is basically kill Ken Lee. Now you can finish that. You can automatically just finish that quest by just killing Ken Lee, or killing any like higher up of the Shi Empire, who were the group that we killed. We killed Ken Lee. Should check. Yeah, cool. So yeah. But pretty much, and that allows us access to something called the PMV Valdez, which basically is a ship, a boat. So, we're going to grab power armor, we're going to quick save, and we're going to do what I like to call the Hitman strat. So, the Hitman strat is pretty much where you, we just wear power armor, and if we don't wear power armor in here, every person in here is going to attack us. Now, if you've ever played Hitman, you'll know that pretty much, if you play Hitman, you pretty much know that if we, if you played Hitman, you know that in Hitman, you have to assassinate your target, but you also have to wear the right clothes to get into certain parts of where they might be. Well, that is the same in this. We're going to go and we need to obviously wear the right clothes to get into areas we're not supposed to. Because if I wore a vault suit in here, I would be... Well, you can't actually wear a vault suit in here, but if I wore a vault suit in front of some of these guys, I would be killed because I'm not wearing the right outfit. But yeah, so we're going to run over here and we're going to think. Oh, so you're going to see me quick save. That's just because it skips the door opening animation. I do the same in Fallout 1. That or press A and it skips the door opening animation. We're going to go into this locker because I need to grab the Gek, or the game will soft lock. I also need the XP anyway, just to get some people on my side for the final boss fight. Now we're going to go and kill the President. His name is Dick Richardson, or Richard Richardson. It is a funny name because why his first name and his last name is basically the same, just minus his first name not having son at the end, I don't know. This was back, but these games just didn't take. I mean, Fallout's never taken itself seriously, to be honest. So yeah. But anyway, we're gonna go kill the president. We need to kill the president for the presidential keycard to activate some turrets for the final boss fight against a man named Frank Horrigan, and you will see Frank Horrigan. Yeah. So we're now we've armed some bombs, and we're now gonna put them in the. So the president's a little awkward because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna quick save close to him just to save time. The president's a little awkward because some people you'll notice, like Ken Lee, or like Lao Chu, I could like do twice. I could like pickpocket twice, or I could pickpocket, and if they notice me, I had another chance. The president doesn't let you. If he notices you once, he will automatically become aggro. So this bit can take forever. I once did a run and this took way too long. So we're gonna hopefully have the president die. And we know the president's dead if that happens and he stays laid down. Also, you know if your character's dead if they land upright. If they land face down, they're going to stand back up. So now we're going to go speak to a man named Tom Murray. He is a balding man in a lab coat. And he is going to we're going to persuade him to set off we're going to basically tell him to blow up his place of work. We're going to tell him to self-destruct the base. Or self-destruct the oil rig. Definitely didn't mess that up. And he's going to be like, okay, I will blow up my place of employment. So I'm like, cool. So he's going to blow that up for us. No matter what, this place will get blown up. And now we're going to head to the final boss. So Fallout 2 is almost over. It is just very much RNG on when the run on if Frank Horrigan will die. Pretty much, we're going to go to the hardest boss fight in any video game. Or what usually is the hardest boss fight in any video game. Because this fight, if you do it normally, is really hard. However, if you... yeah, this fight usually is really hard. However, if you... If you kind of plan out what you're going to... If you go in and you basically try to attack Frank Horrigan, these turrets and Sergeant Grant and his platoon will all massacre you. Like, they will kill you and your entire party in like 5 minutes, in like 3 minutes tops. So what we're going to do is we're going to set our speech to the maximum. We're going to speak to this guy. They're then going to be okay with us. We're going to take off our power armor because they trust us now. And what we're now going to do is we're going to trigger the final boss. So, to trigger the final boss, we're going to go over here, and I'm going to use this terminal because we have the presidential keycard. And now the final boss is activated. So, we have activated all these turrets to fight Frank Horrigan, and we've persuaded... we've also persuaded Sergeant Grant and his platoon to attack Frank Horrigan. So all I now need to do is sit here and occasionally, when it's my go, press spacebar. So I don't do anything, just watch. I just watch this kind of happen. I just keep my finger over spacebar just in case I need to press it. Spacebar will skip my turn. So yeah. Yeah. So a few things. So yeah. The games are really long in general, but if you fly through the game, but this game, I mean, the games are so easy to fly through. Oh, one thing you'll also notice, we set the violence to low in this game. I'm only bringing this up now because I feel like the fight's going to end quite soon. Maybe. Basically, we set the violence in this game to low. Now, that's not just for you guys. There's also, actually, because it is speed tech. Basically, this game is these games are usually very violent. Like, I'm shocked, when I checked the age rating for this game when submitting, I was shocked to find out that in England, or in Europe, I guess, this is a 16. These games, I guess because it's, like, not as violent as the newer ones, but this was violent. I mean, usually when Frank Horrigan dies, he, like, splits in two, and usually his torso crawls over this way. However, if we set the violence to low, he will just take a knee when he dies, and that's pretty much it. He's dead. So yeah. So the fight should be over. It takes a while to die because he's got like 9,000 health. So yeah. A lot of time fighting enemies in this game, if you don't know their health, usually is very RNG on when they die. So the fight should be over by now. He's actually done quite good numbers. He's actually we killed this guy, and he's done lots of really horrible damage, or really good damage to these. I don't like that, but yeah, we want to check on here. We want to make sure we get some good numbers. Like 53 is good, 14 is fine, 9 is horrible, 8 is terrible, and there we go. He's dead. So as you can see, he just takes a knee and he's dead like that. Right. So the second, I will say when time is. So time is. Now, that is time. So that is Fallout 1 and 2. I'm going to skip. Go away. Go away. That is Fallout 1 and 2, all from 1997 and 1998. If you want to play them yourself, feel free. They are available on, apparently, Xbox, though I don't know about that, but they are available on PC, on Steam, Epic Games, GOG, whatever. They're great. They are very hard if you're not used to this type of game. If you're used to, like, 3, New Vegas, and 4, they're harder, but yeah, it's a big step up, I guess. Yeah, but there we go. So yeah, so thank you for letting me run. If you want to find me, you can find me on Twitch, YouTube, Blue Sky, anywhere. And yeah, so there we go.
Yeah. Thanks for the great run. We see us on Sunday. And yeah, with that, we will set up the next one, which is Little Nightmares 2.